everyone. It is Thriving Thursday. If you're watching it on Thursday, hope that you updated your Google Classroom with the way that you were thriving today. Thriving means to grow. You're growing by doing all of the work that you're doing and persevering during these times, finding your spot and doing your work. So, way to go. I'm going to read Ivan by Katherine Applegate. I didn't hear back from anyone. Well, let me double check because I know people would be mad if I missed it. Nope, I don't see any post of anyone from the last entry. So Noah is going to help me today. Noah, who is going to pick, if they watch this, they are going to pick the color that I'll wear tomorrow. If I have that color, I'll do my best. I have most colors, I think. Nora is? Oh gosh. Okay, apparently Nora is.
That's gonna be hard.
And, but we'll see if she comments. She probably won't watch this video. Yeah. She's behind on her videos because she sees most of the videos and is reading it. So we'll see. Pick one more name. We'll see if they comment.
Wesley.
Wesley, you and Brenton, I swear, you are called for everything. So, Wesley, if you comment on the 8th entry of the one and only Ivan, then you can choose what color I should wear. I bet you'll think that's fun. Noah, who is going to do exercises? Lots of you have been doing those Go Noodles. How awesome. I went for a walk already today, and a Go Noodle is great. Some people are doing them with their whole families. I think that's wonderful. Your parents need to move too. They don't realize it, but gosh, everyone needs to just get some movement.
It was Larry.
Larry, what exercises should Larry do? Let's do a fun one like frog jumps or something. Frog jumps around his living room, or 20 frog jumps.
I don't.
Larry would make a pretty adorable frog. I say frog jumps. He'd have fun. Unless you really have something else in mind that you feel.
No.
Okay, frog jumps. 20 frog jumps, Larry. I want to see you as a froggy. Oh man, and if you can get Mom to post a video of that, I'd love it because I want to see it. And everyone else, 20 frog jumps. Try it. I think you'll have fun. Be some frogs. Okay, today we're starting on page 82, which I'll write down so I can update. Yeah, page 82 is called Stella and Ruby. All morning, Stella strokes Ruby, pats her, smells her. They flap their ears, they rumble and roar. They sway as if they're dancing. Ruby clings to Stella's tail. She slips under Stella's belly. Sometimes they just lean into each other, their trunks twirled together like jungle vines. Stella looks happy. It's more fun to watch than any nature show I've ever seen on TV. Home of the one and only Ivan. George and Mac are out by the highway, and I can see them through one of my windows. They're next to each other on tall wooden ladders, leaning against the billboard that tells the cars to stop and visit the one and only Ivan, mighty silverback. George has a bucket and a long-handled broom. Mac has pieces of paper. He slaps one against the billboard. George dips the broom into the bucket. He wets the paper with the liquid from the bucket, and somehow the paper stays in place. They put up many pieces before they're done. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired today. When they climb down from the ladders, I see that they've added a picture of a little elephant to the billboard. I can picture those of you who would be correcting me right now. You sticklers for the correct words. The elephant has a lopsided smile. She's wearing a red hat, and her tail curls like a pig's. She doesn't look like Ruby. She doesn't even look like an elephant. I've only known Ruby one day, and I could have drawn her better. Art lesson. Ruby asks a lot of questions. She says, Ivan, why is your tummy so big? And have you ever seen a green giraffe? And can you get me one of those pink clouds the humans are eating? When Ruby asks, what's on your wall? I explain that it's a jungle. She says the flowers have no scent and the waterfall has no water and the trees have no roots. I'm aware of that, I say. It's art, a picture made with paint. Do you know how to make art? Do you want to let Molly in? Molly always wants to come in when I read to kids. She must like this story too.
Molly.
Do you know how to make art? Ruby asks. Yes, I do, I say. And hi Molly, and I puff out my chest just a little. I've always been an artist. I love drawing. Why do you love it? Ruby asks. I pause. I've never talked to anyone about this before. When I'm drawing a picture, I feel quiet inside. Ruby frowns. Quiet is boring. Oh, and here comes the Nora. Hi, Nora. Can you come say hi to everybody? She's chewing, but you should come say hi. The kids would want to see you. Oh, gosh. Quiet is boring. Not always. Ruby scratches the back of her neck with her trunk. What do you draw anyway? Bananas mostly. Things in my domain. My drawings sell at the gift store for $25 a piece with a frame. What's a frame? Ruby asks. What's $1? What's a gift store? I close my eyes. I'm a little sleepy, Ruby. Have you ever driven a truck? Ruby asks. I don't answer. Ivan, Ruby asks, can Bob fly? A memory flashes past, surprising me. I think of my father snoring peacefully under the sun while I try every trick I know to wake him. Perhaps I realize he wasn't really such a sound sleeper after all. She was ignoring him. Your parents would never do that to you. Oh, stop yawning, Mrs. Burkhardt. Treat. How's that foot, old girl? George asks Stella. Stella pokes her trunk between the bars. She inspects George's right shirt pocket for the treat he brings her every night without fail. George doesn't always bring me treats. Stella's his favorite, but I don't mind. She's my favorite too. Stella sees that George's pocket is empty. She gives George a frustrated nudge with her trunk, and Julia giggles. Stella moves to George's left pocket and discovers a carrot. Nimbly, she removes it. Isn't that amazing that an elephant's trunk can take a carrot out of a pocket in your shirt? With those massive, powerful trunks. Matt walks past. Toilet's plugged up in the men's bathroom, he says. Big mess. I'll take care of it, George sighs. Mac turns to leave. Before you go, Mac, George says, you might want to take a look at Stella's foot. I think it's infected again. Darn thing never does heal up right. Mac rubs his eyes. I'll keep an eye on it. Money's tight, though. Can't be calling the vet every time she sneezes. George strokes Stella's trunk. She inspects his pockets one more time just in case. Sorry, girl, George says as he watches Mac walk away. Elephant jokes. Ivan? Bob? I blink. The dawn sky is a smudge of gray flecked with pink, like the picture drawn with two crayons. I can just make out Ruby in the shadows waving hello with her trunk. Are you awake? Ruby asks. We are now, says Bob. Aunt Stella's still asleep, and I don't want to wake her because she said her foot was hurting. But I'm really, Ruby pauses for her breath, really bored. What? Ruby asks eagerly. Oh, sorry. Bob opens one eye. You know what I do when I'm really bored? What? Ruby asks eagerly. Bob closes his eye. I sleep. It's a little early, Ruby, I say. I'm used to getting up early. Ruby wraps her trunk around one of the bars on her door. At my old circus, we always got up when it was still dark outside, and then we had breakfast, and then we walked in a circle, and then they chained my feet up, and that really hurt. Ruby falls silent. Instantly, Bob is snoring. Ivan, Ruby asks, do you know any jokes? Especially like jokes about elephants? Well, let me see. I heard Matt tell one once. I yawn. Oh, how can you tell that an elephant has been in the refrigerator? Okay, this is a joke that's been going around since I was little. How? By the footprints in the butter. Ruby doesn't react. I sit up on my elbows, trying not to disturb Bob. Get it? What's a refrigerator? Ruby asks. It's a human thing. A cold box with doors. They put food inside. They put food inside a door? Or food in a box? And is it a big box? Ruby asks. Or a little box? I can see this is going to take a while, so I sit all the way. Bob slides off, grumbling. I reach for my pencil, the one I snapped in half with my teeth. Here, I say, I'll draw you a picture with one. Can you hear my toilet running? This is my little bathroom next to my desk, because we're in my bedroom. Oh, homeschooling, right? Distance learning, I suppose. Okay, where were we? I reached for the pencil, the one I snapped in half with my teeth. Here, I say, I'll draw you a picture of one. In the dim light, it takes me a minute to find a piece of paper Julia gave me. The page is a little damp and has a smear of something orange on it. I think it's from a tangerine. I try my best to make a refrigerator. The broken pencil's not cooperating, but I do what I can. By the time I'm done, the first streaks of morning sun have appeared in flashy cartoon colors. I hold up my picture for Ruby to see. She studies it intently. Her head turns so that one black eye is trained on my drawing. Wow, you made that? Is this the thing you were telling me about before? Art? I'll show you the picture. You stop jingling those, please, Nora. Nora, we called your name to pick the color of the clothes that I wear tomorrow, but normally it's for the kids who are watching the video that day, so I called Larry's name too, so you can only pick it if Larry doesn't comment. You can pick it on Saturday.
No, I thought it was Larry.
Oh, Larry's doing Frog House, so Wesley was the other one. Ooh, Wesley normally watches, I think, so. I'll try to, you know what?
You called my name. If Wesley
comments, then I'll wear both of the colors. Ooh, what color are you thinking? Oh gosh, we're way over time. Okay. Sorry, kids.
Finish the chapter.
Okay, I'll finish the chapter. Watch the video. Tell her to watch the video. There's Nora! Okay, I'll quickly read this. Sure is. I can draw all kinds of things. I'm especially good at fruit. Could you draw a banana right now? Ruby asks. Absolutely. I turn the paper over and sketch. Wow, Ruby says, again in an odd voice. When I hold up the page, it looks good enough to eat. She makes a happy lilting sound, an elephant laugh. It's like the song of a bird I recall from long ago, a tiny yellow bird with a voice like dancing water. Strange, I'd forgotten about that bird, how she'd wake me every morning at dawn when I was still curled safely in my mother's nest. It's a good feeling making Ruby laugh, so I draw another picture, and another along the edges of the paper, an orange, a candy bar, a carrot. What are you two up to? Stella asks, moaning as she tries to move her sore foot. Nora, can you stop, please? She's spinning a necklace that, She's spinning a necklace. How are you this morning, I ask. Just feeling my age, Stella says. I'm fine. Ivan's making me pictures, Ruby said. And he told me a joke. I really like Ivan, Aunt Stella. Stella winks at me. Me too, she says. Ivan, want to hear my favorite joke? Ruby asks. I heard it from Maggie. She was one of the drafts in my old circus. Sure, I say. It goes like this. Ruby clears her throat. What do elephants have that nothing else has? Trunks, I think, but I don't answer because I don't want to ruin Ruby's fun. I don't know, Ruby, I reply. What do elephants have that nothing else has? Baby elephants! That was a good one, Ruby says. Good one, Ruby, I say, watching Stella stroke Ruby's back with her trunk. Good one, Stella says softly. Oh, I love it. So page 97 is where I am leaving off today. And Nora, did you finally comment yet in a way that you were thriving? No, not yet? Oh, she's got some work to do too. All right, I love you guys. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.